Today, I am so excited to share with you my coaching session, my one on one coaching session with one of Dana K. White's Decluttering at the Speed of Life certified coaches. Last week, you saw me try and do the method, Dana K. White's method, no mess decluttering, on my own up in my kitchen. That was a success for me. I didn't follow the rules perfectly, but I did make a lot of progress. And today, you are going to see me make even more progress here in my basement. It was a very cluttered space when we started. It's still not perfect. I'm not promising any miracles, but it is 1 hour better. And I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to enjoy this real time coaching session. It's really fun. You're going to like it. And stay tuned till the very end because my coach, Amber, has some really great tips for how to prevent recluttering after you've done your decluttering sessions. Also, I am going to invite you, if you're interested, to join me for a special opportunity that you are not going to want to miss. So here we go. I will introduce you and we'll get started. Hello, this is Amber. She is my decluttering coach for the day. I'm
Hi,
very
y'all.
excited. Would you like to introduce yourself quickly?
This is Girly, my cat. I am Amber, as Meg said, decluttering coach. I am trained and certified by Dana K. White to teach in her five-step no mess decluttering process method. So if anybody wanted to sign up with me and request that I use her method, happy to do so. Very well equipped. I think today I'm gonna mostly lean into mine, which is slightly different.
And we all know if you have followed me for any length of time, I am all about flexibility and like going with the flow and all of that. But I do think it will be very helpful to have somebody like literally in my ear helping me stay on task because otherwise I sit and start going through memory boxes and lose lots of time. So,
So
um,
common.
yes. So today we are in the basement. I was going to do the kitchen. We are in the basement because in about a month, my mom is coming into town. We are getting a new sleeper sofa that has to go somewhere here. And we're also hosting a huge birthday party for my daughter in our yard, which goes directly out the door here. So, um, this is not what I want to show people when they come to our house.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. All right. Tell me
So
what to, yes,
for my method, I tell people kind of
yes,
it's like Dana's step zero
yes.
of her like 1 through 5. I my method it's called Begin. It's an acronym. So it's breathe, exiles,
Okay.
guide, intuit, nest. I will just talk through that as it makes sense to along the way. So first step, yes, breathe. Thank you very much. This includes visualizing the goal. So, like you said, your daughter's party coming up, people seeing this space, it being useful as like a walkthrough area, it being like visually appealing to kind of show off to whoever the joke
Yeah.
is or whatever. Um, so imagine being in that space, like your future self is hosting the party and people can like cleanly walk through. There's no tripping over stuff, no people making ghastly expressions at whatever you've got piled in the corner. It's just like super smooth, good party vibes.
Yes.
With that in mind, I feel like it's A, going to be a lot easier to work toward achieving that goal.
Yeah.
Um, and B, it's such good motivation because we're not just doing this as a slog chore. You have to brush your teeth, you have to wash dishes, you have to. This is like, no, I want to do something. This is going to be like a fun outcome I'm stepping toward. Cool.
We want to have a nice party. And if it rains like it did last year, people need to be able to come in.
This is the whole
So,
party. Yeah.
yes. All right. So, do
Then
I? Oh,
I
yes.
say exiles. So I call that anything that when you get rid of, you're never going to have to deal with it again. That includes trash into your trash bag,
Okay.
um, donations into your donate box,
Got it.
if you've got like compost, recycling, what have you. Do not move things out of the way to check if behind them there are any Easter eggs, so to say, of like trash and donations, just scan for whatever you can see, anything that you
Okay.
can readily touch. If you come across those items, put them in their appropriate, bag box. And if you don't see any more of those, we'll move on to the next step. But so far, it seems like you're doing great. Scanning, finding, putting in the
Yeah.
bag. Dana breaks these
Yeah.
steps up into one trash, and then later a step for donations. I consolidate them, but it's the same process of just look for stuff that qualifies in that category and put it in the box
Okay.
for the
Now this is okay, maybe this isn't it. Okay, so my son has like 5 lunch bags, but I can't just throw them away because he has my nice containers inside. So should I wait to deal with the trash part until later?
um
Like it has like reusable containers that I would need to take upstairs.
gotcha. I would throw the bag away and
Okay.
just put the container like wherever the bag was.
Okay. All right. Here. My other camera can see me.
Okay, cool.
Sorry that you
I'm
can't.
just like the shadows, it's this is not good filming setup, but I don't know.
That's okay.
First try.
We're doing great. Okay.
Feels a little bit
Yeah.
like I'm trying to tell a ghost story with like a flashlight under my chin.
Are you afraid of the dark, Sarah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
But whatever. So if you're good on camera, then cool.
Okay. Okay. All
Are you still
right.
seeing trash,
I am
etc.?
still seeing trash.
So
Yeah.
in this step,
Yes.
it's good to get like, if you can see trash and get it gone, immediately you're reducing visible clutter. So already the space
Yes.
is less overwhelming. And also you're in motion. So with like
Yes. And then I
Newton's
have
law
a
or whatever.
bag of trash that I meant to throw away from a different decluttering session.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you
All
want to
right.
consolidate them, cool. If not, then you'll probably end up finding enough to fill both bags, so no big deal.
Yes. I was just about to consolidate and I'm like, I'll probably find plenty
Yeah,
down
I feel like
here.
we were thinking it at the same time, but I was just a little delayed in saying.
All right. There's just so much goodness down here.
If if you
All
could
right.
not move stuff to
Oh,
find what's potentially
okay.
behind it, you'll make progress faster.
Okay. Well, all right. I
It,
think that is probably all of the obvious trash
okay, cool. Well, that like you can see, you'll probably come
that I can,
across more.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. But wait, there's more.
There's gonna be, I can tell based on like the vibe of this phase, you did not find all of the trash, but the goal
Oh,
is
no,
not
no.
find all of the trash. The
I
goal is
certainly
get
did
yourself
not.
started. And
Yes,
looking for trash is the like lowest
the
barrier
easy.
to entry, easiest way to start. You're looking for trash. If you find any while you're looking and you throw it away, making lots of progress. Even if you don't, cool. Step one, good to have done. And
Great.
then the next step I
That
can
is,
hide. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, just in my last video, I got many comments from people saying a lot about the different steps and the exact order that you must do them in. And I was kind of like, all right, well, I
Yeah,
personally don't care, but
even
but
Dana
some people
would
really do.
not suggest that like rigidly sticking to her method
Yeah.
prevent you like getting started. Like it's much better to do it wrong than to not do it at all.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I found more trash. Perfect. Okay. Uh, wonderful. So much trash.
Honestly, that is wonderful. That's going to be so much easier to deal with than stuff that you have to put somewhere
Like,
that isn't just this bag that's already right here. Like the more trash you can find in the space, the more is gone with the least amount of work.
yes.
Like I can't tell if you are, but it kind of sounds like you're being sarcastic, like, oh, great, more trash. But like, no, that is
No,
great.
it is good. Also, for the viewers, I'm throwing this away. I'm not recycling it. I'm so sorry. The
Don't be
world is
sorry.
already burning. I'm not that concerned. All right. What else?
Correct.
Now what?
So My next up is guide, which it's Dana's easy stuff. So
Okay.
it's the same way you were just scanning for trash, not moving things to see if there's any behind that
Okay.
stuff, but just scanning for what you can see and touch. Anything that has an established home, and for whatever
Great.
reason, I'm sure in this space there are going to be dozens of reasons. For whatever
Yes.
reason, the item is not where you know it is best to be, but instead is here. Those things like the lunch container
Yes.
can go to the kitchen. So ideally, you would scan, and as soon as you see one, you pick that up and then
Okay.
scan for anything else that goes in that direction. So you could
Perfect.
fill your arms with stuff that goes to the kitchen. Go drop that off
So
there,
much.
come back here. You'll
Honestly,
probably take repeat trips.
these are full and disgusting, and I am so tempted to just throw them away,
Throw
but
them away.
I'm
Throw them away.
because they're probably so moldy.
I would throw them away. If because
Okay.
the alternative is bring them upstairs, empty them,
Yeah.
clean them out. If you don't have the bandwidth for that because you're preparing for a party in a
Yes.
basement that is filled with other, like, make progress. If you're struggling
Oh,
though, if it's not like I'm ready
this
to throw this away. If
I'm
okay,
ready to throw this one away. It's dented. Is this is feels so stupid. Like it's a Stanley uh thermos. So I'm like, I can't throw away a Stanley.
A, yes you
So
can, but
I
B,
could.
if you don't
Yes.
want to, then
Yes. Don't.
it's a guide item. So it goes in the sink and you'll clean it out later.
All right. I am taking this to the kitchen. I shall
Awesome.
return.
Good armful.
And I shall
Feeling
also
Rachel Ray of
take
you.
this to the kitchen. All right. And hopefully it doesn't take that long because
It
I
will
think
not. I'll check your time.
that is the other reason why I I resisted the take it there now for so long because I
Hmm.
was like, oh, it's gonna take too long
That's
and it's gonna be
everybody's
too hard.
hang up because it does feel counterintuitive. It's like I would
Yes.
make more progress faster if I stayed in the space I'm working on.
But
But
no.
no, in practice, that's just the theoretical way it would go and not the way it actually does go. All right,
All right.
scan
I
for,
The other thing I could do is just put all my shoes away. Like they just
right?
go here. Okay. But I do have to move this. Sorry.
That's,
Sorry.
hey, if you could stop apologizing, that would be awesome.
No.
If you can't, okay, I accept it. You're in the Midwest. That's
I
part
oop.
of it.
Let me sneak right past you there. Oops.
But if you
Yay.
have something that you can see where it goes away and you have to move a
That's
box out of the way to get to it, that's great.
problematic.
Please do that. Like that's not
Okay.
anything.
Okay. All
It
right.
the issue would be if you had like a pile of shoes and you're
Yeah.
like, I feel like underneath that pile of shoes there might be like a gum wrapper or something. So I'm gonna like move all the shoes out of the way to see if I can find trash there. Like, no. That's such a waste of time. When you move the shoes eventually, later steps, you'll find the trash underneath it. In the meanwhile, skip over that. Are
Okay.
you trying to fit those?
Yes. Well,
Okay, cool.
because here, so my thought was sometimes I put like winter boots in a closet,
Mhm.
but I bet you can guess why I didn't want to take those to the closet. So I was like, those will fit right there for right now.
If this is a fine spot where, let's say your first instinct is I'm gonna look for my boots to wear, and you go to the
Yes.
closet and they're not there, and you're like,
Yes.
crap, they're not here. And then you go, oh, they're probably in the shoe thing downstairs. Great.
Yeah.
You'll find them
Okay.
pretty immediately.
Yes. There's only really two places they could be.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
doing great. This
Perfect.
same way you found the shoes out of place and put them in their established home, keep
Yes.
scanning for stuff that has established homes that you know you don't have to think about. It's like, oh, those are
Yeah.
shoes. I have a place for shoes. Done.
Okay. Um,
Lunch container.
oh, just a gross sock. Okay. A mitten. Mittens go. I think it's safe finally to put
I don't know,
winter
man. I got
things
snow like 2 days ago.
away. I'm praying to the gods that it is safe
It,
for me to put away winter things.
it would be great if I didn't have to deal with snow at least until October. Yeah.
It is almost May. Oh, okay. Now, okay, things that I know. Okay.
And so this is
Tiny,
just the
cute little
next,
Crocs.
oh, very cute. Step up. Again, it's like incrementally on ramping. Eventually you'll get
Yes.
to the harder stuff. Um,
Yes, I
I
will.
I often like analogize it to people. It's like where you are to where you're going is like you're on the first floor and you have to get to the second floor. And if somebody's like,
Yes,
"Well, just get there.
but you
Just do it.
cannot.
Just like jump to the second floor." I mean, maybe some people can do that. Good for them. But it is so much easier when you have like small steps that you can take to get you from here to there and like do it in 5 stages rather than try to
All
do it
right. Well, this
immediately.
is a food. Okay, maybe this is more complicated. I'll wait. The food storage situation is, I'm not sure what I want to do with that, so I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So we will handle that. But
Yes.
on
Because
ramping
this,
up easier stuff, if you can, again, with like the trash, you get rid of visual clutter and it makes the space already less overwhelming. There's less stuff in here that you still have yet to handle. If you
yes.
handle stuff that you know what to do with, you don't really have to think about, you just have to like do the process of taking to the place. You're going to visually impact the space, which will emotionally impact how hard it is to keep going in.
Okay. Now, here's a problem. I don't know. Well, no, that's not. Oh boy. Okay, so this, I typically keep like, this is like a beach blanket, picnic blanket, and then this
Cool.
is my Costco bag
Shopping, yeah.
shop
Cool.
for like shopping, but I used it recently, so it has a bunch of random crap in it.
Okay.
Can I get rid of the random crap and
If you
just
know
put this?
what to do with it.
Yes. Well,
If
yes,
it's going to
most
be
of it.
decisions you have to make or like you have
No.
to really think through things, just leave them in the bag. But if it's stuff you can pull out of the bag and immediately put where you know you want it to
Yes,
be,
I
do
do.
all of that.
Okay, garbage. And then
Cool.
this is going up to my daughter's room.
Great.
Okay, then what else can go to her room? A
See, you're already getting
Spider-Man
there.
hoodie.
This is perfect.
Thank you. What else? What else? What else? Um,
If you don't find anything else that goes there, see if you can find stuff
okay.
that goes on the way.
Okay. You know what? Oh man. I
It's
would like
okay.
to store the baby wipes upstairs because I'm tired of having to come downstairs every time I want wipes. So I will be right back.
Awesome. I don't know the seconds, but you left when it said 11:30 and it's still saying 11:30.
Fantastic. Less than a minute.
Definitely less than a minute.
Okay. Now this kind of breaks down whatever. I'm just gonna hang it right here because I take it and I go to Costco all the time.
Perfect.
And this can go right here because I will use it a lot in the summer.
I mean, the function is
Okay.
improving in the space already.
Yes. All right. Oh,
So,
I know this. Okay. So we had storms a while ago,
mhm,
like a few days ago.
mhm,
And that's why we have like all the blankets and the sleeping bag and all this crap on the floor because
mhm.
I was like, oh, we have to go downstairs. It's a storm. And then it
What if
was
the
fine.
ceiling falls in? Yeah.
Yeah, which is great for my 3.5-year-old.
Hmm.
Is terrified of storms, but that's okay. All right. Here is a yoga mat that I think that goes here ish. There it goes. Yay.
That is better. It doesn't go splayed, it goes rolled up.
All right. Now,
This step is stuff like that too. Like if you have stuff that's like uh on the hanger where your bags are now,
yeah,
just kind of like hung up by the sleeve and it should be hung up
yeah.
by like the hood. That counts. You're like fixing stuff that you know what to do with. You don't have to do thought. You just have to do action.
Okay. I have another like cooler bag
Hmm.
that I do want to keep. So I'm just gonna put it right here.
Sounds good.
Okay. Fantastic.
Hmm.
Um,
If
now what?
at any point, seems like right now might be a good one. You start
Yes.
feeling overwhelmed, just go back to the beginning. Begin,
Okay.
breathe. Remind
All
yourself the
right.
goal we're working toward. We kind of
Yes.
clear the space for fun times to happen in here. This is not a stressful situation. The storm isn't happening now. No need
No.
to panic. We're just working toward cool, fun party stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
My urge that I'm feeling in this particular moment is to want to like start a load of laundry. If I didn't have you here, I would be starting a load of laundry right now because a lot of the stuff that's on the floor like needs to be washed.
Can you do that?
Uh, can I?
Yeah, of
I would
course.
like, okay.
That's
Fantastic.
stuff that you know what to do with. It's clothes that need
Yes.
to be
Okay.
washed. Just wash them.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like blankets because they were on the floor and I want to wash them.
So
Perfect.
if I wasn't
Yes.
here,
Yes.
you would still have the great instinct to do what you know needs to be done and you know how to do it. I feel like you should be proud of
Perfect.
yourself for that. That's a great instinct and you would be making progress. I do
Thank
feel like
you.
me being here is going to help you more, but without me, you'd be doing great.
Thank you. All right. So I'm starting a load
Cool.
of laundry very quickly because it's right here and it's getting the stuff off of the floor.
Exactly. Yeah. It's again, consolidation. Like you're getting your steps in, you're getting the basement clean, the laundry is running while you're doing other decluttering work. Like this is just smart use of time.
Okay. Okay, this is a bunch of winter stuff that I can just put in the winter place.
Yes, you can.
Perfect. I just want to make sure that I'm capturing all of this magic.
I um I'm inclined to swear with excitement and I'm trying to
Oh,
censor myself because
you can swear because
I'm no
I have a
platform.
bleep button. It's fine.
Oh, you do. I was gonna say
And
hell
I'm
yeah, but okay.
oh, oh, you could say hell yeah. I actually don't care if you say other words too. I just you know, some people are a little more delicate, but I don't care. All right, so many coats just on the floor.
But
It's
see, this is the
incredible.
same as trash. It's so convenient. I feel a tiny hint, maybe a 2% of, ugh, this is so silly. Why are there so many coats on the floor and they could just go right
Yeah,
here? Like, this is good because you had a big pile of stuff, and now to reduce that pile pretty drastically, all you have to
yeah.
do is pick up the coats that were there and put them nearby in the cabinet where you would look for them. Like,
Well, and
pretty easy progress.
if they were my coats, I would probably get rid of like half of what I just put in there, but they are not my coats. So I will wait for the family to look at them.
Yeah.
And now
And
we have a
that's
massive sleeping bag.
I'm gonna say that's a pretty big
Also,
sleeping bag, but
yes. Well, my son
probably
is
very
a
cozy.
giant.
Mm.
He's like, I don't know, he's probably almost 6 feet tall. He's only 14.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he needs a big
He's
sleeping
a
bag.
yeah, I know. I got him. My husband was laughing at me. I'm like, what? He needs a big one.
Yeah. The sleeping bags and blankets down a couple of nights ago.
Yeah.
From where? Like, do you have a spot where you keep those things?
That is a great question, my friend. No, kind of. I mean, yes. So currently we are keeping, I have no idea how uh, I don't know how this stays this way because,
If
all right, I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna put it
yeah,
over here.
if you've if you've
Because,
got
well,
a
because
trash
this
bag
is,
you can stick it in, like who cares?
no, well, so I have a spot over here where there's like sleeping bag-ish. We're progressing. We're not perfecting today.
Oh yeah,
We're
always.
pro- we are progressing. I
Hmm.
can refine it at a later date.
Absolutely. And in fact, you should, and that's the right way to go for efficiency.
Yes. Because I'm not gonna like make a decision about this right now, but just like for instance, I have a tub over here where I bought 10 8 by 10 frames
Mhm.
to put photos, like family photos that we got when my daughter turned 1. She is about to turn 4 in June. Um, we we have not unwrapped the the frames or displayed anything. So I'm inclined to probably like I probably just need to sell them or get rid of them.
Mm, okay.
However, I'm not emotionally ready for that.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know that you need to do that. But I just want to point out that that is so incredibly common. Both things. The thing that's I have this project I've been meaning to tackle for however many years now, and also
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed that that's the way of it.
Yeah.
Both of those things are like, yeah, everybody has that.
All right. We have a boatload of camping crap over here, but I don't camp, but my son goes to a hippy dippy school where they go on trips.
Ooh,
So, okay, and then this just gonna put in my laundry pile.
that works.
And yeah, trash.
So where the camera is, like you just threw it kind of like at me,
Yes.
where this is set up
Oh,
is,
would you like to see this?
a little bit.
Uh,
So on top
yep.
of that table is laundry that
Yes.
needs washing.
That's a great question. I'm not sure if it's laundry that needs washing or laundry that my son has abandoned because he doesn't like to put his laundry away. I
Mm,
don't know. So I when I am faced with that, I typically just wash it again because I just don't know.
yeah. So we'll err on the side of yes, basically, even if it's clean, it needs to be washed because we don't know.
Oh, sorry, I just hit the ceiling with the other camera. My goodness.
You
Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll
apologize to
yes,
who,
to
the
my well,
ceiling or the
no, to the viewers. I just hit them in the face.
okay, so you've got a bunch of clothes over there that need to be
So
washed, even if
much.
maybe they're clean.
Yes.
Do you have a place where when you go to wash laundry, you gather it from? Like, is there a place in your house where there's like dirty hampers where dirty clothes go?
Um, so what I normally do in like this situation, like if I'm in the middle of a cleaning extravaganza,
Hmm.
I will just put it all here
Hmm.
because then that's where I just load it in the
It's like a
wash. But that
staging area.
yeah, because eventually like I feel stupid taking it upstairs just to bring it back down here when it's just going to go in the laundry. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. But I don't think that cleaning extravaganza times are the only ones that you're gonna come across laundry in the basement that would be silly to bring upstairs just to bring back downstairs. So there might be purpose to having a designated dirty laundry catcher downstairs that
Yes.
is prettier. So like could be out
What do
for the
you
party.
mean, Amber? What, what do you mean?
Answer me this. Would you feel at all embarrassed if your daughter's party happened
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the rest of the basement looked immaculate, but this
yeah.
was
And then there
exactly the
was
same as it
this.
is?
That would be slightly embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, even if it's like a
I'm
cardboard
gonna throw
box,
pillowcases away.
cool, on top of the table there,
Yes,
that works. And because right now there is a lot of laundry,
so
but
much.
um
But so
when
you're
you
saying
wash
like
it, there'll be
thinking
less.
about the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
If
no, this actually doesn't belong here, but I don't know where its friend is.
w where
It's a
would you put
glove
it if you did know where its friend was?
in the coat winter closet.
I'd say put it there, and then when you come across the friend, they can join up.
Awesome. They'll be so happy.
You'll be
Okay. Yeah,
holding
so
gloved hands.
yes. Okay. Oh, that's more complicated. This, oh my God. Okay. Oh, geez. Oh, this,
Hmm.
I literally, I have had it for I don't know how many years. None of the pools or the lakes that we go to allow this. And so I don't know why I have not yet thrown it in the garbage.
Are you
Like it's a
emotionally ready to? If you're not stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're ready to,
No, I'm
please get rid of it.
fine. Like this is so I know I'm not stupid, but like it feels silly. So I'm gonna actually take it. It's so big. I'm gonna take it out to the actual
Okay,
garbage with this
great. Full
because
bag.
it's
Nice.
already full.
Can you explain what you just meant? I didn't quite understand. I agree you're not stupid, but what was the
No,
purpose of saying it?
well, no, it just feels silly that like I've known that it serves no actual function for several years, and so every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that would be so nice.
Mhm.
So I guess what I'm thinking or feeling right now is like, okay, like why does my brain do that, right? Like I'm aware that this thing, like I don't go anywhere where I can use it, right? Like I can't use it at my house.
Your brain is thinking right now, but in the future, maybe. Or what if like a pool opens that lets me bring it, which is smart and normal and good, but kind of trips you up when you're like, I feel like I should get rid of it, but what
Yeah.
if?
But what if
So
I need it at some point in the very distant future? Yeah.
exactly. And then it's 2031 and you're like, oh, why did I get rid of that thing?
Right. I used to have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you start with the easiest stuff you have no feeling about. That's not an easy piece of trash because there
Sure.
is an emotional like barrier to throwing it away. It feels wasteful. It feels like you're getting rid of an opportunity. It doesn't feel like you're getting rid of trash. It feels like you had a dream and now you're having to accept that it's never going to come true. Like it's so
I
much
did
deeper
have a
than just
dream.
trash.
I
Um,
had a dream of relaxing on a lazy river.
I mean, that's delightful. I wouldn't want to
Yes.
throw that away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
easy trash gets you further. And when you're further, you're in a momentous state that you can do harder things. That would be a
Yes.
harder thing. You don't have to throw it away though. Wherever the place is that you would look,
Hmm.
store it there. And if
Yes.
we get to organizing that space and it's like, well, it's like hindering me
Yeah. This
TBD,
isn't the best spot.
then you can be like, all right, I'm ready to let it go. But if right
Sure.
now you're just like, eh, don't worry about it. Don't let it go. Don't force yourself to
Yeah.
do the challenging thing of get rid of it. You don't have to do that. So for future times, you're going to come across these things. They're going to be challenging, but journals, memories, whatever it is, and just put it wherever you would look for it first.
Yes. Okay. All
And
right.
then later you can decide to throw it away and that'll be fine. So what I was saying about the laundry is even if it's a cardboard box on top of that table, if you can have a contained spot to keep that stuff,
Right. Like some
you're
kind of receptacle.
yeah, and like label it dirty laundry. And then if your son's got clothes accumulating next to it, you won't have to rewash them because they're not going to be like in the dirty laundry mixed
Yeah.
together.
That would
And
be
then
nice.
that'll be uh like intentional use of the space. So it won't be embarrassing if people come over. It's gonna be like, oh, that's her hamper
Yes.
in the
Which
basement. Very normal.
brings me to what I've just done to myself here, to your point, is that this bag I typically would put underneath this table thing, but now I have blocked it.
Mhm. I think for now, just hang
So,
it on the hook with the Costco bag.
okay.
And then once that laundry is washed,
Yeah,
you'll
then
stick
I can
that
put it
bag under
away.
there. Yeah,
All right. I'm just gonna, it's fine. Gonna put it
that
there. And then this is my son's stuff.
like camping
Maybe I
stuff.
should, like his toiletries and things. You know what? Maybe I will take his toiletries to his room.
Okay, cool.
How about that? What a great idea to
It
get
is.
his things in his room
It is a
where they
great
belong.
idea. I think
Thank
his
you.
clothes need to end up there at some point as well.
I agree. He has other opinions about where his clothes belong, but that's
Mm,
another. Oh, this
teenage boys,
also,
am I
I
right?
don't know what the hell this is, but it is his and it does not belong here.
I think that just goes in his room. You don't need to think about it again.
Yeah. Is there anything else? No. All right. I'll be back.
See you in a second, or like 38 seconds.
Okay. I have other stuff. Maybe I'll take to my daughter's room.
Cool.
Like
Like the
her,
socks.
like the socks and her magic wand
Mhm.
or whatever from Disney. What else? Anything else to her room? Hmm, no. All right, I'll be back.
See, the previous one really did probably take 38 seconds. This one seems like it'll be even faster.
Yes, the joys of not having a huge house. Like sometimes I'm sad that I don't have a massive home, but other times like this, I'm grateful. All right, so all of this is just I don't know. This is his. Ugh.
Your
Now
sons?
the yes. Now this blanket
Hmm.
is for our sofa because we have dogs.
Hmm.
So maybe I should take it up there to put on the sofa.
Are you gonna put it on the sofa now?
Sure.
Cool.
Yes,
Sure.
I shall return.
Yeah, again, I'm not timing the seconds, but it's 11:53 right now, and the two trips to your kids' room took less than a minute each.
Perfect. And I'm making progress.
Lots of it. This pile of clothes in front of the table
Yeah.
is going to be huge progress once that gets washed. And
Yes.
then if the amorphous pile can be replaced by a finite receptacle,
Yes.
even like I said, if it's a cardboard box for now and then you upgrade that to something prettier later, great.
Yeah. I
And then
do
that,
have, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that bag can go back under the table where you want it to go. You were saying?
Yes. No, I'm thinking because I'm looking over, I'll show you. I'm looking over here. So I have all of this storage
Mm.
for my daughter's stuff, right?
Yeah.
Plus assorted household items.
Yes.
Um, and then I have like summer stuff and like random stuff and then books. Like I just have a lot of random stuff, right? But a lot of it is my daughter's. And
Hmm.
then I have like a lot of our bed linens over here. So I guess I know I'm like harping on my son, like leaving his stuff down here, but I can like I guess I do understand maybe more why he's leaving some of his things down here because his room is finite, right? That's why our stuff is down here. Like my daughter's room is finite, our linen closet is finite. So like that's why this has happened.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like here's my husband's idea. He wants to replace that table with he wants to build a thing to put bins in that you can slide in and out,
Hmm.
which is great. But I'm also, yeah, I don't like, I'm thinking of Dana's container concept, and I'm like, okay, but like, why are we buying more and more containers? Like, maybe I need to declutter even more before we decide on the containers. I don't
All of that
know.
is good. So, I think ultimately the basement needs to be delineated into its uses. If it's just like this is the catch-all, it's going to function that way, and that's not how you want it to
Sure.
function. There can be like a bin for the camping stuff. So it's not just kind of
Right.
like it gets stored in the basement, but where in the basement? In a bin on the shelf.
Right.
Um, and then yeah, the like household stuff, toilet paper, whatever you've got over there. It's like that could all potentially go on the shelf, or it could
Hmm.
be a designated section of the basement otherwise, where it's like this is household odor,
Household stuff.
wipes,
Right.
whatever you get at Costco.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one use for the whole basement, but it does have to be one use for each section. The
Like
bin,
zones.
like yeah, like those, I guess. The bins is
Just
like
sorry. I get a million comments on videos that are like, your basement needs zones. And I'm like, I don't know what that means because I have
so
so many reasons that the
yeah.
basement exists.
It's you could call it zones. It's the same as like creating a finite space, so it's a container as well. Like that corner being your daughter's play area. Um
Hmm.
I don't know, I don't remember if there's like
Well, she doesn't play down here. This is just like her extra stuff. So
Um,
the basement is not a place here. I guess here's a definer, right?
Mhm.
The basement is not a place where we spend time. That's not a goal of mine. I don't want to spend time down here. The
Okay,
only time I ever spend down here is if I'm on my treadmill. And the only time other humans would spend time here is like if when we
there's
get
a storm.
or there's a storm, or if we get the pull out sofa, my mom will sleep down here.
Mm,
But other than that, like this doesn't need to function as like a fun place to be. Do you know what I mean?
gotcha.
Like
Yes, yes,
it
yes.
just needs to be for storage, but I want it to look like I'm a normal, rational human person.
Totally. So then that's the goal is storage, but to function as storage, it needs to be accessible. So it can't be
Yes,
stuff's like in the depths behind layers in front of it. Then
right.
it's not functioning as storage. Then it is like a catch-all, which you don't want it to be.
Correct.
So, um,
Yes. Okay. All right. How are we on time? I feel like
fine, because we started late. I wouldn't
okay,
worry about it being zoned off. I wouldn't worry about it being in finite containers right now. Right now, I'd worry about worry is the
getting
wrong
things
word,
out.
but I would
Focus on.
focus on, yeah, thank you. Um, the decluttering, like you said. So reducing the inventory because storing all of this is too much for you.
There's too much. Yes, my limit has been maxed out. The
Yeah,
family's limit has been maxed out, right? Like
exactly.
that we have too many things.
I say you, but I mean you all, like the
Yes,
people who
yes,
live
yes,
there.
yes. Yeah.
The um stuff then, having less of it,
Yeah.
is gonna make the shelves your husband wants to install, etc., so much easier to
Yeah.
create and maintain. So
Yes.
focus on getting rid of anything that just is not serving you, guaranteed.
Yes.
And once all of that stuff is gone, if you still feel like you have too much, then we'll get rid of more in layers, most
Yes.
easy to
Later.
less easy. Yes.
Okay.
So when you're coming down here to do work, scan for stuff that's like, oh my God, so obvious, easy trash. If you pick up something and then you start hemming and hawing, like, it's a Stanley though, and like, okay, then
Right.
that's put it right back down, not what we're
Right. Don't
focusing
worry
on.
about it.
Keep going
Okay.
until you stop seeing obvious trash. And
Okay.
then, in addition to scanning for obvious trash that you can throw away, scan for things that you know what to do with immediately. Throw it in the washing machine, bring it to your son's room, put it in the
Yeah.
kitchen, whatever. Once you stop seeing all
Yes.
of that type of stuff, then we'll get to a point where you pick up something and you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yes.
And then we think about, okay, so what would the purpose of this be? Like, how would you want to use it? If it's for decoration, where would it please you
Oops, sorry.
see it on display? If
Right.
it's like backup toilet paper, when your upstairs bathrooms run out and you want more, where's like a convenient place in the basement to run down and grab it from? Then that's where
Right.
we put a shelf and put the toilet paper on.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. I feel like the floor is much improved.
Yeah. Because you got rid of all those coats and the blankets and the sleeping
Oh my
bag and the yoga
gosh.
mat. Yeah.
It was so much. Like it was
Mhm.
the visual clutter was just like very offensive to the eye to
Exactly.
me.
And your body shuts down.
Yeah.
It's like you go into fight or flight, and it's like there might as well be a tiger after you. The panic is, I
Yes.
can't do this.
Yeah. Well, and because also we come in like this is where we enter the house, like through the garage. This is the enters or the entrance. And so my visual, like I'll show
Yeah.
you, every time I come in the door, like this is what I see.
Hmm.
And I'm confronted with this, which it still doesn't look great, but it looks way better than it did.
Yeah.
And now this is like way better.
Mhm. And so you don't spend time in there
Yes.
except for the treadmill. I feel like that area then, forget everything I was saying about a potential um, play area. That's just your gym. Make that nice
Yeah.
for you to when you go down and do the treadmill, there's like a table for your water. There's like
Yeah.
a spot you could put a
That's
computer
what
to
you're
watch a
sitting
show.
on. You're you're
Cool.
sitting on my
I'm on the
table.
water table.
Yay. Yes. Cool. Okay. All right. I mean, I feel like I made a lot of progress. I
Um,
have some, the
I
other
am
thing
glad that you feel like that because we
yeah.
did.
And then all of this, I need to actually, before we end, I want to take all of this to my car because this is all donations from prior decluttering sessions.
Hmm.
where I did not take it there now.
Again,
So
this is like the obvious donations, the easy stuff, the stuff you know what to do with.
yeah,
You've already
yeah,
decided these are donations.
they're
What has to
already
happen with them
donation.
now is they have to get donated. So it's like
Correct.
pain in the butt and nuisancey as it is to like physically bring them to your car, physically bring them to the
Yes.
mall or wherever you're bringing them.
Yes.
It's still something you know what to do. So it's not an
Yes.
overwhelming, like, how do I even? It's just like, ugh, now I have to do this. Like I said before,
Okay.
it's like brushing your teeth, washing the dishes. It's,
Oh,
I don't feel like
also,
it, but I know what to do and I can.
I
Also,
would just like to say for the record, this water bottle, in a prior video, I said, I'm going to donate this. But I also said, I don't like it because it leaks, even though it was my daughter's favorite water bottle, but it leaks. And everyone was like, why are you donating that when it leaks? You should throw it away. So I'm going to throw it away right now. It's going in the garbage. I'm not going to burden another family with a leaking water thing. All right.
remember when I was like, I don't know if I am willing to be recorded and
Yes.
put on YouTube because I
Yeah.
don't know if I can handle the comments.
Yeah. 1000%. And you know what the beautiful thing is, though, I will tell you, um, one, don't look at them. Like when this comes out, don't look at them. But
Mhm.
also, this last video that I had, which is like having a mini viral moment, showed me that I cannot win on the internet. No one can win on the internet. And so you must ignore it all. So that's it. Because half of the people were like, oh my gosh, you have to do Dana's method exactly like this. And then the other half of the comments were like, what a stupid method. Why would you do that? And so I'm just going to do what's best for me. I will be right
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna see you in a sec.
It's going to be great. You have moved me forward. This snow
Sled.
thing belongs in the, yes, thank you, belongs in the garage. I feel like I have run out of steam.
I feel like you did a ton of work and should be really
Thank
proud
you.
of yourself.
Thank you.
Not just like effort exerted, but progress made.
I agree. Now, I have one more question.
Please.
I have decluttered. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I have tried to declutter this basement many times. As you will see, I will put a some sort of link to a playlist here. I have made many attempts and it somehow continues to end up as we saw at the beginning. Are there any tips that you could impart for how to avoid that?
Yes. So Dana would encourage what she calls a 5 minute pickup. That's the smallest amount of time she could justify working. So
Mhm.
just spontaneously as they occur to you, ideally your whole house, but even if it's just you, work on the space for 5 minutes. And that does two things. A, it makes the space 5 minutes better,
Yes,
which you'd be surprised what you can get done in that time. And B, it trains you to put things from where you tend to leave them to where you would rather have them be. And
yes.
over time, that habit develops where you stop just putting things that need to be moved. You would
Hmm.
go to put them there and be like, I'm gonna have to come back in 5 minute, pick up this later, so I might as well just put it away. It's subconscious, but
Uh-huh.
it
Right. But the
catches your brain.
repetition.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the biggest step. The other is, as you mentioned, too much stuff makes
Yeah.
it impossible to keep it orderly.
Right.
If you have a basement that has things in it that you can go to the basement and know exactly where they are and like get to them, when stuff starts getting out of hand, it's easy to
Yeah.
handle because you just like put it away, like you tidy basically.
Sure.
But right now you can't tidy because there aren't places for the things to go. So it's just like,
Right.
what would I even do? Why would I even bother? This is too much. And then you work on it, but then it's just like, I gotta stop. Take a break, leave
Yeah.
the space, come back whenever you do, feeling defeated because, oh, this happened again. But it's
Right.
happening because you have more stuff than you can manage. So have less stuff.
Yes.
And because it's not like habituated to keep it up. So it's this cyclical, like the mess happens, you handle the mess happens,
Right.
pendulum. But like it doesn't have to be like that. Um,
Yeah.
I do think your husband's shelves idea is good, but I also agree with you that's not a good default of just like, oh, we don't know what to do with all this storage. Let's create more space to store it.
Right.
No, but you do want this basement to be a storage space. And it would be
Yeah, for
nice to like
sure.
come in from where your laundry area is and have bins there that have,
Right, like linens and extra, right,
yeah.
extra towel, whatever. Yeah. And yeah, and I actually, Dana just put out a video today, like couple hours ago that I watched. One of the things like that so you were talking and I immediately thought of this, which is like she said, my flaw in my thinking was that like in order to make progress, I have to be a different person,
Hmm.
right? Like I would have to be different than how I am. And so she was saying like, actually, I just need to know myself well enough to create systems or experiences that like work with who I am.
Yeah, so like on my, if you have my business card or like my Calendly or whatever, my like tagline is encouraging systems, empowering you because you're the goal. Like
Right.
you having an easy, fulfilled life, you being able to accomplish what you want to. So if um, you have a dream where your basement is storage,
Hmm.
I want your basement to be somewhere that you can walk in, quickly scan, finding immediately what you need and get the heck out of there. You're not trying to
Yeah.
spend time in your basement finding stuff. You're trying
Yeah.
to maybe walk on the treadmill. Otherwise, just be upstairs having peace of mind that if you needed something, you can go into the basement real quick and get it.
Yes. Yeah. And for my whole family, because I think if my son had like specific places for his fishing gear, for his camping gear, for his dirty clothes here, right,
Yeah,
that wasn't just the floor,
yeah,
I think that would be helpful for all of us, right? So
right. And if the
thank you.
basement is the storage area, then storing his
Yeah.
fishing gear, etc.,
Yeah.
is
Makes
perfectly
sense.
reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to keep it all in his room. Anyway, okay,
No.
just
Yeah. No, no.
DMing.
Yeah. I just want to be mindful of your time and everyone's time. And I thank you so much. This was incredible.
So, we have reached the end. If you would like to work with Amber, I will link her information in the description box below. She is lovely, as you saw. She is patient, she is kind, she is non judgmental. I don't know what else you would want in a decluttering coach. So, if you would like to work with her, please click her link and check her out, see her availability, what she's got going on. Also, self promotion for me. I have been running a group this month in April. I've been running a small group. There's about 6 of us all together who are working on accountability. We are working on encouraging each other to work towards our goals. Some of us are working on weight loss and health. Some of us are working on decluttering. Some of us are working on our finances. But the common thread in this support group is that we are all working on something and we are coming together each week to help each other out and to just check in to make sure that we're all on track. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in joining, I have 2 options for you. One option, which I think might have pretty limited availability if the people who are already in the group want to continue, but one option is Wednesdays, 10:30 a.m. It's about 90 minutes. And then the other option that I'm opening up is Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. Central Time. I know that's really early, but think of it this way. This is how I'm thinking of it. I'm going to get up, I'm going to get it done, I'm going to be motivated, and my family probably isn't even going to be awake yet. So that's how I'm framing it for myself. Just get it done, get it out of the way, and you can move on with the rest of your Sunday. But if you would like to work with me, if you would like to join a group of supportive people who are amazing and kind and wonderful, I highly recommend that you check out my link in the description box as well, and just see if you might want to join up, see if you might want to be part of that experience. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you joined me today. I have more decluttering coming up for you in the coming weeks. I am going to get back to the kitchen to do some refining up there and definitely do way more refining down here in the basement. Amber gave me some great ideas for where to go next, and so I am going to do it. So stay tuned. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.